Well, we're just preparing for another test. We're on Alpha 1.3, and we just went through all the point-to-point button connections. We're getting the code set up, and I've gone over the breadboards multiple times. This is the base unit breadboard. There's some wiring, I know. Some of it's a little neater than others, but this is where it is. This is ESP32, and that's a breakout board, and all we have here now is a screen and a button and a trim pot for speed, direction, and then a screen to see what's going on. And we're getting track power in from up here. Right now I'm getting ready to download programs, so I'm using the USB port just to run these, fire these up for download. Now this is the engine test set. And you can see power's coming in here. We have a buckboard, and then power's distributed. This is another breakout board. There's the ESP32, the brains. Underneath is a motor driver, just about where the old motor controller would have been in the tender. And I have a few buttons that we can play with. I have a soundboard that we can play with, and a speaker. And I have some lights to indicate is there power and how much and where is it. And the wiring of all of this was just gone through point by point, part by part, pin by pin, and we think we have this wired the way we want it. Now we're going to be getting the software written according to those pinouts, and the next step will be to run through some experiments and testing and see that the wiring works, the network is working, the messaging is getting sent and received. And we now have a platform, a basis for starting to add the features that we want to put into the system. The breakout board is really big, but it has some really cool features. If you can see these, you may not be able to, but there's LEDs that tell you which of these triggers have power to them and for what purpose. And that's good for diagnostics, okay? When we get done with all of this and we think we've got it ready to go, we're going to package this all down nice and slim. I have a box over there that I'm going to use to mount the base unit in and create like a base model, master control station or whatever, right? This is all going to have to get shrunk down and put into, you know what, right? A tender. Right. So that's the challenge. The breakout board makes it look bigger than it is, but there's still a lot of stuff in here. But I still have a lot of room in the tender too, so that'd be the challenge. And right now I'm just waiting for the code to come in, flying in by Seagull or however they're doing it these days, and then we'll get going. It's pretty hectic, but it also is pretty rewarding and pretty exciting to be able to come to this point where we've got now a version 1.3 alpha with a lot of buttons and a lot of capabilities integrated into these two microcontroller boards. Okay, that's it for now. I'm gonna sit back and wait for the call, and then I'll start uploading software. Maybe later today I'll get another video and show you how it's working out. All right. The goal I had initially is to put all this together in a document so that you can see what it is, you can see the parts, you can see the costs, and you can determine if you want to become an integrator, maker, replicator, whatever we call it. Help us. I mean, I have a few guys I'm going to use to help figure this out, but I really want to get more people on a regular basis to use this and test it and make sure we know what we got. Exercise it and expand it. Okay, later.